I don't know why it's so difficult for Russia and Ukraine to end the war. Why is it so difficult for both leaders, both countries, to end the war? 4 years anniversary. Lives have been lost. People have suffered attack. Families, children, loved ones, people have suffered. Both countries have suffered in terms of economy, in terms of their economy. They have suffered in so many ways. Why can't this war come to an end? Why? 4 years ago, when they started this war, I had a very simple answer for both parties to settle, to reach a settlement. Ukraine should have sat down and said, okay, we are going to give you the piece of land that you are requesting for. You want this piece of land. You want to take over. 90% of the people who are close to that border, they all speak Russian language. You want the land? Okay, fine. This is how I would have gone about it. You want the land? Okay, we would give you the land. You can have it. You can have the land. We sign an agreement. Take the land. Have it. Once Russia starts celebrating, hey, we have the land. Yay, we have the land. Because they will celebrate. Oh, we have the land. We told you. We'll go for the land. We get it. You will now say to them, what are you going to give us back in return? We've given you the land. You say you want the land. We've given you what you wanted. So now, what are you going to give us back in return? And then the negotiations will start. If I was the president of Ukraine, the first thing I would say, okay, can you supply us gas for the next 20 years or 30 years? Or can you supply us gas in perpetuity? No fee involved. No contract. No. Maybe they will sign an agreement, obviously. International diplomat, international institutions, America, all the countries, Europe, all will be part of that negotiation process. And an agreement will be reached. We have decided to give you the land. You want the land? Take the land. Because what will happen if you give the man the land? People will no longer be killed. Peace will be restored. Look at the benefits of giving the land to Russia. Look at all the benefits. The country will start to rebuild. The country will be restored. So many things will come into place. Now, can you supply us gas in perpetuity for the rest of eternity? You're going to supply us gas. If Russia say, we cannot supply you gas, okay, what can we get in return? Can you supply us? What other resources can they supply? Is there something they can give back in return? Can you ensure you pay us as a country $100 million every year for the next 10 years? You have the land, we're giving you the land. Now we are negotiating for replacement. A contract will be put in place, and Russia will say, okay, we'll pay you $100 million every year for the next 30 years or 40 years. This is how you negotiate. Not holding on to the land. People keep fighting. You keep running to one country for weapon, running to another country to support you financially, running from place to place. Help me, I need your help. We are running out of resources. We need your help. That is not the way to go. Negotiate. Give the land away. It's a land. Give it away. And let peace reign. Do you know how many lives have been lost in the past 4 years? Do you know how many people have suffered? Do you know how many people are in pain? Do you know how many people are suffering from trauma that they will never heal from? Do you know how many children who've experienced these wars? How many? Do you even understand the magnitude of what is going on? This is why you're supposed to say, take the land, but then you have to supply me something. You have to give me something in return. If Russia then refuses and say, we can't give you anything in return, then you have a strong position. And why do you have a strong position? The rest of the world can see the man came for your land and you gave him the land, but he was not willing to meet you halfway. It's a negotiation. You have a strong position because the media will say, wow, he went there to take the land. They offered him the land. He took the land, but in return or in replacement for the land, he was not willing to negotiate. Then you are in a better position. I remember I had this argument with somebody and they said to me, what if if a dictator just decided to invade Westminster? They told me, if a dictator decided to invade Westminster in the United Kingdom, London, and the dictator want to take Westminster, and the United Kingdom refuse to negotiate and they start a war. The argument we were having, the person said, do you think the dictator should just take Westminster and go? Or should just have Westminster to himself because they invaded? My response was, you have to assess the damage. You have to assess damage. If a dictator, let's say North Korea, some dictator just invaded Westminster and want Westminster to themselves, the damage has to be assessed. If it's going to cost millions of lives, then if he's going to cost millions of lives, or if he has the potential to trigger World War III, you have to assess all these things. Because now, President of Ukraine was accusing Russia of starting World War III. You have to assess the damage. When he invaded 4 years ago, you should have assessed and said, could this be leading to World War III? Why don't we just give him what he wants? Going back to Westminster, you have to assess the damage. Assess what you have to. If it's going to cost millions of lives, okay, you want Westminster, we'll give the Westminster to you. Nobody gets hurt. Nobody gets hurt. No family will be in pain. Everything will remain as they are. We give you Westminster. So what do you want? You want all the people who live in Westminster, you want them to move out. Okay, fine. What are you going to give us back in return? The dictator will have to say, okay, I want Westminster because I want to give you this back in return. Okay, well, what are you giving us back in return? We are going to supply you electricity in perpetuity. Oh, which, if they say we're going to supply you electricity in perpetuity, forever, which means forever and ever, all the United Kingdom residents will not pay electricity. Just imagine that. Anyone who lives in the United Kingdom will not be paying for electricity. Why? Because the dictator requested for Westminster, and we give the dictator what they wanted, and now in return they want to supply us electricity for the next thousands of years. Problem solved. But what I tend to hear is, it's not as easy as that. Oh, you cannot just come and take someone's land. You cannot just invade someone's country. Okay, stay there and let everybody be going through trauma. Let everything be destroyed. Let everybody be using weapons against themselves. Is that going to bring the solution? No. What if that dictator invaded Westminster and carried on for the next 10 years? Do you know the damage that will be caused? Why can't all these problems be resolved right at the start? It doesn't take anything to resolve it. But all I hear is, you can't just take someone's land. You can't just take someone's... Come on. So, are you going to allow peace to reign, or you just want trouble? This is the problem with humanity. We cannot reach solutions. We can't reach simple solutions. We can't. We rather fight, and one day we resolve the issue. So what is the point of you fighting for 4 years and then resolve the issue one day? What's the point? Because it's not going to fix the damages. It's not going to bring back all the lives that has been lost. It's not going to bring back all the properties that has been damaged. It's not going to bring back anything. There's nothing difficult about that negotiation between Russia and Ukraine. There's nothing difficult about it. It's a negotiation that can happen. But it comes across as if it's such a difficult thing. We cannot negotiate. We can't. Come on. There is a way. But you people don't want to take that way. So go on for the next 10 years. Because you don't want to do the right thing.
Ooh.